This is the new Marvel film. Basically, they've done, so far on the run-up to the Avengers, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, and now Thor. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh, best known for his Shakespearean adaptations, and it stars Chris Hemsworth as the title character. The plot basically follows the character of Thor lives in another dimension called Asgard and is banished by his father, Odin, played by Anthony Hopkins, for basically being a hot-headed idiot. He's banished to Earth, and it's on Earth that he needs to realise his true potential if he's ever going to become king of Asgard. This is another film, and I've said in quite a few recent reviews that I saw the trailer and just wasn't interested. I have never read any of the books, I've never even read any of the Avengers, so I'm just not familiar with the character whatsoever. Right off the bat, I want to say that I enjoyed the hell out of Thor, a lot more than I thought I would. I really wasn't expecting to like this movie, and I loved it. It's a perfect example of how to do a summer blockbuster superhero film. Kenneth Branagh really directs it with aplomb. Not only does he handle the characters really well, and I have to say the film is perfectly cast. Chris Hemsworth is inspired casting as Thor himself. He really manages to deliver the almost naive, childlike, hot-headed side of the character, as well as the gravitas that he will become king of Asgard. And he does really well and injects just the right amount of humour into it as well. And I said in my previous reaction video that it contains the same type of humour as Iron Man 1, and it really does add to the film rather than detract from it. Anthony Hopkins is brilliant as Odin. He manages to bring such a presence to the film. I mean, this is Hannibal Lecter, you know, having Hannibal Lecter play Thor's dad is a fantastic casting choice. I was a little worried that given Kenneth Branagh's Shakespearean background that the dialogue would be too heavy for this movie, but the actual dialogue itself has just the right amount of formality to it. The film itself is a much more cerebral experience than you'd be expecting going in. Most of the film takes place on Asgard rather than on Earth, and it's the first and third acts that take place on Asgard with the second act on Earth, and I'm really glad that they chose to do this because I'm sure that the fish out of water storyline with Thor on Earth would grow old quite quickly had it been given more screen time. But I thought the amount of screen time it was given in the second act was perfect for it, and that really helped with the humorous aspects of the film. But the fact that the rest of it is on Asgard is really brave on the part of Marvel to let Kenneth Branagh do that, because it's not an easy film for mainstream audiences. And yes, the beginning prologue does really bombard you with exposition, but it doesn't feel like it's overdoing it. I would rather have a prologue that shows you the exposition rather than have two characters sitting speaking the exposition. So to summarise, Thor is a fantastic summer blockbuster. It's everything that a superhero movie should be, at least this type of superhero movie. It's not set in the real world as we know it. This isn't The Dark Knight. This is a superhero film that knows it's a superhero film. The film is a lot more fun than you'd expect. To be quite honest, this movie, Thor, has made me all the more excited for Captain America and then the Avengers. Oh, and don't forget, make sure you stay until after the credits.